and so is Deputy
Yeah, no,
Clerk.
it's a sad day. I mean, when I read, I think Ms. Tate said 100 million. That's serious numbers. But you know, funny because on the weekend I talked to several media people back home, and it's bleeding more than ever. And so this is just a continuation. And I don't know the way out. I really don't. I mean, we had the agreement, or the government had the so-called agreement with Google. Nobody knows where that money's going. But at the same time, when people lose their job in the industry, it's sad.
Is there a way, do you think, of refining the mandate so that, CBC Radio kind of just asked to do many things? Are there some things that should be reduced, do you think? I'm asking you off
Chris,
the top.
As a former broadcaster, we're all asked to do more with less, right? Every one of us. I mean, there was a time they asked me to carry a camera. I didn't do that. But, I mean, everybody is doing more in the industry with less. So, I don't know what's going on in CBC, and I don't know what's going on in several CTV networks that continue to reduce staff. But I know they're hemorrhaging right now with the advertising dollars. You see it. And I see it quite a bit with promos during football games, if you don't mind me saying. And it's a concern. So when I saw the 100 million number today for CBC, that's a lot of money. And so I don't know if they're getting ready for some Google money or what is going to happen, but at the same time, private and now public have had to answer to the downturn in the advertising dollars.
Is there, my position, I can't advocate for things, but do you think there should be a change in government direction, or is it we just carry on? I don't know.
It's tough. I think the radio is very good on CBC. Television, everything's changing. I mean, I see Sandy Ronaldo doing a 5:30 to 6 now, so I just know in my province we're seeing less local news. In Saskatoon we only have 2 hours a day on CTV now. The rest is out of Regina. So it's far be it from me to have the answers for the industry, but I see everywhere in this country they're hurting. And CBC got theirs today, and it's not good.
And I just for clarity, as Deputy Heritage Clerk for the official opposition, do you have any? I'm recapping of it.
Yeah, no, it's a tough day in the industry. Nobody wants to see what happens. We had the massive layoff in June by Bell Media, 1,300 plus, and then today, CBC. Nobody wants to see that. The newspaper industry is hurting, as everybody knows. They're losing millions of dollars. I don't have any answers, but I can tell you it's a crash landing that's happening, and it's not going to be good. We're seeing casualties everywhere in the business. And my fear is, when I was in there, we always had new people coming up. We don't have a lot of new people getting into the business now. And that is really worrisome because where are you going to get your strength from new people coming into the business and taking a gamble to have a 30 or 40-year career in the business, because it's not there anymore, and they know that. And to me, it's a concern for two reasons. One, you need experience in any newsroom in this country to help out those that are coming in, and those that have experience have seen it all, and they have background. And number two, when you get a young person in the business, it's a great business, or it has been a great business. And now to see it deteriorate to where it's going, it's got to be particularly tough on young people looking forward to carving out a career, whether it's in newspaper, radio, television, or whatever. It's got to be a tough place to be right now, when you're thinking, do I go to broadcast school or not? Because there's other options, and unfortunately we're losing some good people in the business now.
Could I just get a wide shot, Matt? And just because you've done this, just for the cutaway, remind me, you were Saskatoon?
Yeah, no, I was at CTV for 39 and a half years. We did radio and TV, and then, they sold the radio in 1992, so we just did TV. But They don't do sports anymore. When I left in 2015, we used to have 6 minutes at 6. We used to have 10, 12 minutes late night. Used to do weekends, used to do nights, late nights. Don't do any of that anymore. Can't get any highlights from anything. You know, it's the sport industry is gone in this country, the local. I see it everywhere, whether it's global or CTV, CBC. And I think news is following right now. It's sad. I have no answers for it. Like I said, Chris, just a sad day though. Yeah. Good luck to you guys. I mean, I don't wish that on anyone. I told Althea in 2015 I didn't want the tap on the back. So I progressively looked for another career. I'm lucky enough to find it here. But it was my wish I didn't get the tap on the back. Because, you know, you want to leave with dignity, you want to leave with pride. I've seen more people leave stations in handcuffs than you ever want to see. Great people. People that were mentors of mine and other people. But when the day comes, when management decides there has to be a cut, those are the people that are escorted out first. And I have that vividly in my mind.